All right, what's up, guys? We're back, Lost Art Season 2. We got a very special guest here on episode 11, a very dear friend of mine and also a very great artist who goes by the name Immortal Rockstar.
Heard.
Hey, so Immortal, for the people that don't know you, could you let the audience know your name and what it is that you do?
Well, again, my name is Immortal Rockstar. Heard. I go by Immortal, and I make music, digital art pieces, paintings, clay pieces. You know, anything that involves art, I'm there. So put me on to new shit. Yeah.
Gotcha. And what is, for the people that don't know you, what does Immortal Rockstar stand for?
Most definitely exactly what it says, Immortal Rockstar. Like, I'm immortal as fuck. Do all in beyond. So, you know, just lay it out and we there.
How'd you get into music and art?
What's crazy is my homie Interweb, he dead as like convinced me to freestyle a song, and I did it and finished it, and that's when like I realized like, bro, I can do music, because I used to just do art, and since that point, bro, that's when like a gate opened up. So respect to my man's Interweb, we outside.
Okay. So let's put you back in time for a second.
Let's get it.
You're probably a senior in high school, going through your everyday situations. You know, what was that person doing? And what would younger you be telling you right now? Would she be proud of current you?
Hell yeah, bro. She'd be so, bro, this is exactly what we wanted at that time. And when I was back at that position, I was just busting fits for the heads in the school. So just for me to do this shit outside and actually pursue it to get something more than just school and money, like, is given, this is what we needed. And I know she's proud, and we're at the position where we need to be, and it's just forward from here, so.
Good. Okay, and so what would you tell a girl like yourself who probably wants to start making music, making art, and maybe can't get over the hump of what people think of her and her career choice?
I'm gonna say, get inspired by the people around you, because that's what happened to me. I got inspired by my closest friends, and get inspired by big artists, regardless if it's Jack and Swag or not, bro. At the end of the day, you're gonna entwine it into your own magic, so that just keep going, bro. Do what the fuck you need to do, and don't let no one ever distract you from that.
Right. So the reason I say that is because, just so you know, most parents, they actually don't agree with
Yeah.
artists choosing their career choices, and most parents don't support that route and that career path. So, you know, what would you advise that person, you know, the girl that says, you know, I don't know if that's the route to take. I'm just a girl that wants to be creative, but I don't know what people are going to think of me. What advice would you give to that girl?
I say just move with whatever you feel comfortable with, because I've been in the position where, you know, my family, even like the closest homies, would tell me less, like, bro, what are you doing? You know, they'll make me feel like I'm literally like an outcast, but I know a lot of people have felt the same way. So I just say, just trust what makes you feel comfortable, because I will always feel so uncomfortable doing something that I knew that, bro, has nothing entwined. Like, bro, that has nothing to do with me. It's not what I'm a part of. It's not what I want to wear. It's not my own creative swag. So it's like, bro, what are you even saying? Like, I did have a moment where I try to, you know, put some shit on to fake it just to give respect to, like, family-wise, but it just never felt right. So once you just step out of that and just do you, bro, it's literally no distraction, whether it's relationship, friendships, family, bro, clip that and do you. Respectfully. If it feels weird and not comfortable, then you gotta go the other path and you will feel comfortable.
Got it. So, what advice would you give that girl that says I am gonna get into music, and then she gets driven to LA the same way you did a few months ago? What advice would you give her before coming?
I say just do it, bro. I don't think there's really any advice to give to anybody because I didn't have the advice. I just did it. So just do it, bro. Like, you just, even if it's not even LA, if it was New York or like another state or wherever the fuck, bro, just do it because you never know where it's gonna like lead you and you never know where it's gonna take you. And maybe it's a life lesson you need to learn. So just go and do it. Like, I got no advice for that shit. Just do it, bro. Just do it. Real shit. Do it.
What inspires you to, make your personal art, and what's your process, and how'd you get so good?
So, ever since I was like young as shit, like we can take it back to like elementary, like first grade or some, I was already drawing and doing my creative shit, and I thought it was normal, but it wasn't. But as I kept progressing, I started doing other shit, and it's continued to keep going, and I started doing the digital shit. So I feel like at some point it just kind of became a big bubble of who I am right now. Forgot the question, no cap.
It's okay. We're just saying, looking at your art, what inspires your process, and how'd you get so good? Because some people, some people,
okay.
They don't get good. They get like a few weeks in, or they give up. But your art is like undeniably successful in the sense that you could look at something and retrace it.
Me.
So, how do you get that good?
So like ever since I was younger, back into like grade school and shit, I just started becoming a creator, and I thought everyone around me was already, you know what I mean? They could handle the same type of like creating energy I was on. So I never even knew that shit was a talent till like right now. And so I think what inspired me is just me being what I was executing since I was young. Cause like I literally couldn't do shit. I couldn't go outside. I couldn't hang out with friends just cause my parents were a little bit strict. Not gonna even disrespect, cause they had to handle what they had to handle. But it gave me the way. Like, it gave me also, like, the time to really just sit there with myself and just do shit that I thought was fun, which is, like, drawing, art, painting. And at some point, time went on, and I realized I had this many years on top of doing what I was doing. And I recently just started music, and I'm just like, damn, I did all that shit with years on me. Imagine where this shit's about to go. So, like, really what inspired me is just me and myself and I, your own time and brain and whatever. So like when people say like have alone time, that's literally all you need. Even if it sucks in the beginning, once you strip yourself from everything, shit's gonna get real, and you would do shit you never even imagined you can do. And that's on me and the world. No cap.
Okay, so for the people listening, Immortal came to LA from DC, and there was substantial growth in the sense that she moved here from over there. And within a few weeks' notice, Immortal was able to grab people from different areas and create events where communities gather. And, tell us about those events and how you feel about them. How'd you start it? Tell us about your events.
Well, my first event was on my birthday, and the only reason I did that was because this guy, his name is Honest Tom, and he gave me the opportunity to have this one space where I met my friend Leek, Taz, and Jeannie, and Sachi, like all of them. Like I met this group of like people who were already like so committed to this shit, and they gave me the opportunity to like, get entwined with them. And my first event was at that spot, birthday shit, and it wasn't the best crowd. I'm gonna say like maybe like 20 to 50. All was cool, but then after we realized the potential and I realized what the fuck we can go down, it just kept growing and growing and growing. And one thing I do remember was when I left, like when I was in DC, I told all my homies out there, like, dude, I'm gonna go to LA, I'm gonna figure out what the fuck's going on, I'm gonna figure out the underground, I'm gonna make sure you guys could come out there and fucking perform under me. And that mission was complete because I was able to get my homie Helly and Young Belvedere tapped into one of my lineups, and they were able to come to LA and perform. And I just feel like on some full circle shit, like for me to give the opportunities for people who aren't in LA, but they're out in East Coast to come out in West Coast and to like expose their art, because I wish I had the opportunity when I was in East Coast. So I'm just glad I'm able to do the first steps for all the homies, because I know they got the same potential as everyone out here. Like, you never know where she's gonna go.
Immortal, the growth in the events, it went from 50 people to 60 people to, one of your events has gotten closed down for
multiple times.
Tell us about that. What happened?
It took us 5 events to realize we need a security. Like, shit got really real. We had a few people get drunk, and to the point where, we had to end the show out of, like, being responsible and shit. And we also had a few fights break down, and we also had to close it. And we realized, we gotta just take at first, you gotta do what you gotta do, but after a while, you gotta put your foot down and really take shit serious. But at the beginning, it was all about exposing what we're trying to do, let the underground know that, yeah, it's a lot of status going on. It's a lot of, like, this is what we are, this is whatever, but we're just trying to let everyone know, bro, it's a comfortable space. Like, tap in with us. Like, it's love everywhere and anywhere. But, sometimes you got to take, like, the love of the community to, like, a professional point, because shit gets real sloppy real quick.
So, Immortal, for the people that don't know you, where can they find you? What's your at?
My Instagram at is Immortal Rockstar, and everything else Immortal Rockstar. So, you can find me anywhere and everywhere, Immortal Rockstar. If it's not Instagram, make sure you put the space, Immortal space Rockstar. But Instagram straight up, if you know how to spell Immortal, you can find Rockstar, and we outside with it.
Okay. And so there's some things that, I haven't got to talk to you about. So, doing Lost Start, the first 10 episodes, we followed a bunch of people, right? We followed people that obviously had their parents' support and money behind them. And then we followed people that weren't as fortunate to have parents or support for their music. So, if I was a random person that walked into a show and I see you performing and I'm like, who is that girl? And I don't know you. What do you want that person to take away from when they see you?
I most definitely want them to see a female. Straight up. Yes, it's a fucking girl. It's a motherfucking woman. And she's doing her fucking shit. Like, deadass, straight to the fucking facts, it's a fucking female. And you usually see, from what I've seen out here, like in LA or DC, where the fuck, all the men is always like doing what they do and they carrying. So I just want you to see me, realize I'm a girl, and I'm taking the same weight. Like, never belittle me because you see whatever the fuck you see. Like, again, all you see is females, so y'all really want to downplay. Maybe not everyone, but, like, really, though, we can carry the same weight. And I want y'all to really see that shit, because I can match your level real quick. I don't care who you are. And I know there's so many other girls who be really tapped in with the same shit. Like, y'all tapped in, we tapped in. I just want everyone to have the same respect. I don't care gender, music, whatever. Like, we will match energy real quick. So
I like that. Hey, taking away with that, I just wanted to let the world know, I've watched Immortal for the last few years, get her shit together, and very proud of the progress she's made. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this has been very fun. Entrance to season 2, Immortal Rockstar.
Outside.
And one last time, where can people find you?
On Instagram at Immortal Rockstar. Everywhere. Literally.
That's a cut.
Hey guys, I go by Immortal. You could follow me on Instagram at Immortal Rockstar. Follow me on my everything at Immortal Rockstar. And we here, Lost Start, presented by Up on Game. Heard. Ooh, sexy. That was actually smooth. One more time.
Shut.
Hey guys, it's Immortal Rockstar. Yo, everyone know me by Immortal. We outside on Lost Art. You already know, presented by Up on Game.
Shout out to Lay.
Shut the